up, world? Back again. This is the Country Rap Report. Yours truly, Big XL, with the cowboy hat. What up, Bubba?
What you do, Spank? What up, y'all?
Hey, man, we got a special guest. Before I even bring on our special guest, I don't know why, Bravo Gator, God damn it, you got me saying Bubba to everybody I see. Okay. And for the record, man, the person who gave me this hat is squeezing the hell out of my head. Jesus Christ. I don't know if my head is too big. I got to get my other cowboy hat because this one is squeezing. I'm going to have the baseball cap ring around my damn head from the cowboy hat. But look, man, I'm very, very honored. Very, very, I feel like a king because we got a king in the building, man. We got Mr. Franklin Embry. What's going on, my guy?
What's good? What's good, man?
All right, first thing I got to say is, man, I'm seeing you all on that DJ Canyon Banyan, the joint that's on the new Average Joe work. Yeah. And I want to say congratulations on that placement.
I appreciate you. Yeah, Canyon Banyan, me and Canyon Banyan go back some years. I met him originally at the SEA Awards back in like 2009. And so we go back some years, man. We've been making music together for good 7 years or longer. You know, we reconnected in like 2014, I guess. So shout out to Cannon Banyan, shout out to Average Joe's.
All right, I gotta say this. You just took me back. Being a 3-time SEA Award winner, what you know about the SEA Awards and Mr. Gennaro Hawkins? One time for Gennaro, they're having the SEAs. Actually, if not this month, next month. But yes, I'm a 3-time. If you can see across the room, I'm a 3-time SEA Award winner for radio show, radio station, and
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I was actually nominated for Producer of the Year back in 2009. I haven't really like pushed to get nominated like since then, but yeah, back in 2009. We had a big campaign. We got nominated. So.
Okay. All right. So look, man, let's take these people on a journey down this dirt road called Franklin Embry, man. Tell the world about yourself, some of your accolades, your introduction to the game, and the most important question that we're going to ask, but I'm going to save it to the end. What is country rap music to you?
All right. Well, I got in music around 1999. I had a love for music since way back in the early 90s, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't even call it professionally, but I started developing my sound probably around 1999. And then, you know, came up as a DJ / producer starting out. I had a few artists underneath me that I was producing for and working for, and you know, trying to get them to blow up. One artist's name was D-Trick, the other one was Neutral, Basshead Entertainment. So we were trying to blow that up in the early 2000s, and then you know, life hit. They went their own ways. They had kids, you know, the music wasn't for them. But me, I'm a lifer. So that's when country rap really, I guess about 2008, 2009, I really started to see country rap, you know, take a hold and whatnot. I was always a producer. I never wanted to rap because I was a country kid. I didn't feel like there was a place in hip hop for me at the time as a rapper. You know, I figured like as a producer or a DJ, you know, behind the scenes, it really didn't matter that this kid that grew up on a cattle farm in BFE, Kentucky, you know, wouldn't matter. If I had hot beats, I was good, you know. So, but when country rap started taking hold, you know, with Colt and the Lax and Georgia Boys and folks like that, you know, in the late 2000s, it's when I was like, well, you know, maybe there's a place for me as an artist. You know, all my artists had went their own way. So I was like, man, if I'm gonna stay in music, I got to do something. So that's when I started writing my own music and becoming, I guess, what you would call a country rapper.
All right, now, what do you feel like the difference is from traditional hip hop to country rap?
I mean, well, I mean, hip hop's got many subgenres. Like traditional hip hop to me is like golden era hip hop, like sample based, you know, soul 70s soul samples with some boom bap drums and just straight lyricism on it. You know, that's hip hop to me. You know, where country rap, you know, is, you know, like it's like any fusion of music, you know, whether it be rock rap or, you know, Southern rock, you know, your fusion, I can't even speak, but you're putting two genres together. So like to me, country rap in the truest form is hip hop drums, hip hop bass with guitar, mandolin, banjo, steel guitar, you know, that twang that is country. That's country rap in the truest form to me. You know, like you can't have rock rap without the guitar. You know, you can't, they're not gonna call it rock rap, you know. You know, Limp Bizkit wasn't, or new metal or whatever they're calling it these days. I've heard new metal, rock rap, metal rap, whatever. But Limp Bizkit wasn't Limp Bizkit without Wes Borland playing guitar. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's this, the way I look at country rap is the same sense as how I look at like Limp Bizkit or Linkin Park or any other band that has meshed two genres together.
Okay. With the genre of country rap, do you feel like, all right, because you mentioned about yourself, you felt like that maybe the hip hop community wouldn't be so accepting of a guy from a California. Do you feel like there are a lot of people who wanted to get into hip hop, but now with the emergence, because country rap has been around, but it seems like definitely, for lack of a better timeline, it seems like the Trump era really, really heightened the country rap era. Do you feel like there are a lot of artists who are jumping over to the country rap lane who feel like maybe I'm not going to be accepted in the hip hop lane?
Yeah, I mean, I think you got a lot of artists, and just for the record, I think Trump rap is different than country rap.
Oh, that's a
subgenre?
genre?
I mean, that's what I call it. I call it Trump rap. Like let's. I hate to give anybody any clout, but let's take somebody like Forgiato Blow, for instance.
Okay.
There's nothing country about that dude. Nothing country about that dude. But some reason people put him in the country rap genre because he raps about Trump. He's a Trump. That's Trump rap. That's not country rap to me. I mean, that's just me.
I mean, Donald Trump is the most mentioned. This is what a lot of people don't know. Donald Trump is probably one of the most mentioned people in hip hop prior to becoming President Trump. He was actually kind of like, if there's such thing as a hip hop metaphor or meme, Trump was one of the things that if you talk about being rich, you were the black Donald Trump or moving like Trump. And then all of a sudden, hip hop hated him. It's funny. And now he became the ambassador of, well, Trump rap, like you said.
Like I said, I just call it Trump rap. That's me. You know, like you gotta, there's a few people. I think the Burden dude, I think he does a lot of Trump songs. You know, there's a few of them out there. But
you think that they're doing it for clout just because it's Trump?
Absolutely, they're doing it for views. Absolutely. That's why they're doing it. That's my opinion. I mean, you know, most everything, most artists are out for clout these days. You know, it's not, and this is just my opinion, it's not about the music anymore. It's about the views. And, you know, how can I strike some controversy and get some eyes on me? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you grew up in an era of hip hop when that was pretty commonplace. Like dissing is just as much as part of hip hop as it is graffiti and breakdancing and all and DJing and all of that other stuff. So I think
I
think
came
because
up with the elements.
Right. So, but I think because country rap is just now blossoming, they are just now embracing the other elements. Like there's
Right.
really only like two really popular DJs in country rap. The dude that's with, he's on tour right now with Demon Jones. I can't remember something else, if I'm not mistaken. Duddy, somebody, can't remember the name. And then Canyon Bang. But
Yeah.
there's not a lot
Well,
of
I would say
DJs that are
Cliffy
out
D.
there.
I would
That's
say
it, Cliffy D. That
Cliffy
too,
D.
that too.
Upchurch's DJ is pretty popular. DJ KO. You know, hey, let's not forget DJ KO. Y'all might not even know who KO is.
I don't even know who KO is.
DJ KO, man, he started with Average Joe's. He produced like a lot of, you know, he was part of 5 Star Productions with Jared, and he produced like a lot of them early Average Joe hits. You know, he was a part of that camp, and he was out DJ. I think he does more EDM these days, and I think he plays in Vegas a lot and stuff like that. But yeah.
So the DJs in country rap, they were two faceted. They didn't just do the DJing; they did production as well.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. That's well. I guess you had to because there wasn't really a standalone DJ there, like a Khaled.
Right. And
you know,
and when I DJ'd, like you had to play more than just country rap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know, you could mix some country rap in there, but you had to, you know, if you're playing at a country bar or whatever, you had to slide your Luke Bryan in there. You had to slide your Blake Shelton and whatever else. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
All right. How have you, like, what was the transition like for you? Do you feel like you've had more success on the hip hop side or the country rap side?
Well, I mean, credit wise, I would say I have more success on the hip hop side. Like, you know, I got credits from 21 Savage to Nappy Roots to Freeway to
who are you?
I
mean,
engineer,
like
as an engineer, as a mix engineer, Young Buck, you know, I mixed a lot of records. You know, granted, it was mostly a rapper, you know, paying to get those features, but you know, my hands touch their verses, so.
Right. That's
Credit,
what's up.
Still a credit. Yeah. As a country rap, first of all, let's talk about some of your factions. The Trillbillies and the Bourbon Boys. Talk about the difference in the two. All
right, Trillbillies is basically, like, I'm a huge Pimp C fan. I grew up on Pimp C and UGK. Like Pimp C is in my top 5. Like, I don't care if, you know, people say, oh, he ain't the greatest lyricist. I don't care. Pimp C's in my top 5. There's just something about that dude. Just the swag and everything about Pimp C I just love. So I was heavily influenced by UGK. Oh, hold on, I'm putting my hand over there. Heavily influenced by UGK. So I did a song called Country Rap Tunes. I dropped it in 2018, I guess. And, you know, it was a very, very, you know, it had wah guitar on it. It was very UGK-esque. And, you know, and I was paying homage to Pimp C because he's the one that coined the term country rap. Let's. That's
true.
You know, so we were paying homage like Pimp C, 8 Ball and MJG, Scarface, you know, all the old school, like down south, Texas, Memphis music and stuff like that. And I got my buddy from South Carolina, Camo Collins, on the record, you know, and, you know, we loved the way the record turned out. And we were like, man, we need to do some more of this. We need to bring some more of this, like, Texas sound to country rap is what we were thinking. So, I got a beat from Shamu of Drum Dummy, you know, and I came up with the hook. This track hadn't been released yet, but it was called Camo on the Cadillac, and basically like Camo on the Cadillac, that hillbilly trio. So in the hook, we came up with that. We were like, Trillbillies, that would be a dope ass name. And so me and Camo are technically the Trillbillies, but when we looked at it and we thought about it, you know, we're not just the only Trillbillies. We feel like there's a lot of people like us that grew up out in the country that was what you would say too urban for the sticks, or in too country for the hood, or whatever. So because I was listening to hip hop when I was growing up. I wasn't listening, I listened to some like George Strait and stuff like that, but I was listening to UGK, Tupac. That's what I was listening to growing up. So, and I got ridiculed growing up because my fashion sense was more urban than country, living out in the country. I got ridiculed for that. But it was all good. So we decided to embrace it and say, hey, if you're in the country and, but you got love, for hip hop, you're a Trillbilly. So it's more like a lifestyle thing than it is like a band or a group. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. And them Bourbon Boys.
I'd always seen Franklin Embry as a band. Like when I started, seen it as a band, and I wanted the band to be all inclusive. Like, I've been a part of bands. I was with Twang Around, DJing for them for a little while, and the bands don't always get the shine. Well, I'm a firm believer that I want everybody around me to shine. If from the videographer to the DJ to the guitar player to whatever, I want everybody to shine. So that's why that's where I came up with Franklin Embry and them Bourbon Boys, is because I wanted my hype man to get some shine. I want my DJ to get some shine. I want everybody around me to shine. If I shine, I want everybody around me to shine. That's where I'd say I'm probably different than most artists, and that's probably my producer mentality too, because, I don't need the spotlight on me all the time. Here, hey, check this dude out, check my videographer out. He's awesome. That's just the way I think. That's just my mentality. So that's where the idea of Franklin Embry and them Bourbon Boys came about.
Now, being like, man, you're like a Renaissance man. Like, you produce, you do a little bit of everything when it comes to the genre. What's your favorite aspect of it? You make album covers.
Yeah, I do everything, and that's
videos.
You have to do. When you ain't got no budget, you have to learn how to do everything. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have no money, so we, you can pay $500 a video, or I can go pay $500 and buy a camera and learn to do it myself. That was my thinking. You know what I'm saying? So, and I have a soft place in my heart for all of it, from the producing to the videography work to the writing. But I would say probably writing is like that's where my soul is. That's like, when I'm done being an artist, I still want to be a songwriter. Like, I still want to write songs for people and stuff.
So how is the ghostwriting over here? Because I know that it exists, but from a writer's perspective, like, do they take it as a negative throughout the genre that other people are writing? Okay.
No, I don't. I don't think it's not the same as hip hop. Like me and Cannon were talking about this the other day. He's like, "Why don't you ever write in the studio?" I go, "Because ain't nobody ever gonna say they gave me a line." So always like I'll pen hooks and stuff in the studio, but I will never write verses with people around. It's a weird thing I got. Ain't nobody ever gonna say they gave me a line, because I never write verses with anybody around. I'm by my lonesome. So but that's me growing up in an era where ghostwriting's a no-no. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
But it's 2021, and I don't think like the new generation of people really care. If it's a good song and it's performed well, I think that's all they really care about.
This is something I want to ask about the genre, especially when you look at country rap and you look at hip hop. And to me, I hate that it's a separation, because it's all hip hop.
Right.
But this is one thing I admire and respect the most about country rap. that doesn't, or in hip hop, it seems like once you hit a age threshold, they push you out the pasture.
Right.
There's no reason for Big Daddy Kane, if his mind still can come up with rhymes and flows, that he can't be relevant. In country rap, it seems like there's no age threshold. If you can do your thing, you can do your thing. Why do you feel like it's that way? Why do you think country rap embraces age better than hip hop?
I think that comes from the country aspect. You know, if you look at country music, man, George Strait come out with an album tomorrow, it's probably going #1. You know what I'm saying? Alan Jackson come out with a country album tomorrow, it's probably going #1. You know, so that's the country aspect of it. If it's good music, it's good music. Who cares how old somebody is? You know? But me personally, I don't believe that away with hip hop, and I think hip hop's eventually going to change because people that grew up in the 80s and 90s loving hip hop, you know, you got to remember, hip hop's is about my age or a little bit older than me. You know what? Kool Herc, 73. I was born in 78. Okay, so Kool Herc was, you know, hip hop first came on the scene in 73. So as we get older, you know, you're gonna see, you know, I think you'll see artists, you know, still being around in their 50s and 60s because, you know, there's going to be a demographic that's in their 50s and 60s that won't buy it.
I think the hip hop is at an age where I think we need what's called a hip hop contemporary station, because I think hip hop forces artists out the game because they feel like no one's going to listen. I don't think the LL Cool J should make an album, or Big Daddy Kane, or
I would love a new LL Cool J album. Me personally, LL Cool J is one of my favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on LL. You know, I in the 80s I was, you know, Adidas suits and everything. You know, I grew up on LL. I fucking love LL, so I would love a new LL Cool J album. I'd buy that before I'm gonna buy a Lil Boo Boo or whoever. Just saying.
I'm definitely with you. I'm definitely with you there. All right, I have to ask this, man, because what is your definition of a country twerk? Because me and Spank watch a lot of videos with some girls trying to twerk, and it don't be looking right. It don't be it's twerking that's not working. So you tell me what a country twerk is, and maybe you need to get somebody to do an instructional video because some of these girls ain't doing it right.
Well, I mean, I don't really know what a country twerk is. Anytime I'll write like a twerk song or a dance song, I'm just trying to get people to move. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get people to dance. You know, just trying to get people to feel good. That's all I'm really trying to do. But yeah, I don't know. We might need some country twerks instructional videos. Maybe my DJ runs a strip club in New Albany, right outside of Louisville. Maybe I can get him and we can film some and get some of his girls in and film a country twerk instructional video.
Yeah, let me come to that shoot. Send me an invite for that shoot. I need to be there for that.
I got you.
All right, man.
It's funny, like it's funny, like when I did the 4 Wheel Low song, which, you know, as a writer, I'm just looking for metaphors, like drop it in 4 low. You know, what I was envisioning was a girl on all fours twerking, you know, drop it in 4 low, like when I wrote that song. So, you know, and the envision I had, the reason there's never been a music video to that song is because I wanted to do like a country, what was the Nelly joint? Tip drill. Yeah, I wanted to do a country tip drill. And I was just...
That would have been great. That would have been awesome.
It was just out of my budget. I wasn't able to pull it off. But yeah, that's why that video never came out. But that's what I wanted to do. That's what I was envisioning.
All right, Franklin, I've been staring at you the whole time because I'm trying to see where the hair is. Because you have hair.
Yeah, he got big
I
hair
have
in that
what?
last video.
Big hair.
Yep,
Like,
yep,
where's
the
the
big
big
hair.
hair?
It's here.
Oh,
It's
okay, okay.
just
Okay, you gotta pull it down. I'm like,
it's here.
okay, okay,
I was at the gym.
okay. I'm like, let me goddamn find out Franklin be wearing a wig.
No. I was at the gym.
Okay. All
I
right,
was
man.
at the gym when you hit me up.
All right, now with country rap music is at a all-time high and it's nowhere close to the ceiling. What
Right.
do you feel like country rap music needs to push even further today?
That's tough. You know, it's gonna need acceptance from either hip hop or country. One of the two. One of the two big genres are gonna have to finally accept it. You know, and so
Do you see that happening?
I don't know.
I think the only way that they're going to accept it is if somebody from the genre goes over to one of the two, and they do a little bit of country and do a little bit of rap on that side, or they come over here to core hip hop and they do a little bit of rap and
Well,
they're rapping about country stuff. Like I think they're gonna have to go over there and pull them back.
I think you'll see it. Hold on, I did that again. I think you'll see it if one of the big three figure out a way to make some money off of it. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the big labels, you know, right now they haven't figured out how they can really profit off of it. So I think that's what it's going to take because they own everything. I mean, hell, you know. So until they can profit off of it, I think, you know, it's going to be held down. You know, I mean, you're never going to, you know, until you can see it on like an award show, like, you know, or somewhere, you know, CMAs, Grammys, somewhere, you know, I don't think you're going to see it. I mean, the only Lil Nas X, that's what you've had. I think he was nominated for a CMA, you know, but come on, that ain't country rap. That's a parody. That's a parody of country rap. Just trying, you know.
These are some of the same conversations that Vic and I have all the time about how we need to define it or how it's hard for country rappers to get any type of airplay because there's really no country rap stations yet.
Right.
There's really not really core country rap media. There's a few that blossom up this year, but you know it's hard because the genre is so sporadic, and which is what we're trying to do. We're trying to provide some sort of base to where people not only understand like this is a valid genre, but it's a blossoming genre that has legitimate content. You know, and that's been our mission from day one. Now, I mean, I respect where you came from. You came from the same school of hip hop that we did. I mean, we're a little bit older than you are, but you know, we all grew up with it. So we respect the hip hop side of it, but also want people to know that it's country too, and it's valid.
Right.
All right. Well, Frank,
Absolutely.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but we're running out of time, and
it's all good.
I definitely want to get this in there before we get up out of here. Number one, because social media is so important in getting that fan base up. So let people know, number one, how to keep up with Franklin Embry because you got a lot of good stuff going on.
The easiest way is just to go to franklinembry.com, and that will link you to my YouTube, my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those places. I don't think I have my TikTok on there, so at Franklin Embry on TikTok. But yeah, the easiest way to get to me is just by going to franklinembry.com.
Okay, now, eliminating yourself, in your honest opinion, and I don't want anyone to be in their feelings when you give this answer. In your opinion, who's got next in country rap?
Who's got next? All right, so we got a. I need to know what we consider next. Like,
who to look out for?
Yeah. I mean, you know, like, I'm gonna tell you right now. I see this kid on TikTok. I saw him on TikTok. got a Joe Dirt mullet, and he freestyles off the top of his head, spitting bars. If he ever, gets in the studio, and I'm working on trying to get him in the studio. If he gets in the studio and gets some content, gets some music videos, like he's 17 years old, rocks a Joe Dirt mullet, and spitting fire. I think he's gonna be the next one to blow. His name's OG Caden. But yeah, my honest opinion, that's who's got next if it gets all put together the right way.
OG Caden.
So, better look out for him.
All right. Last thing, man, letting people know about the Average Joe project that you're on. And
well, I know Redneck Getaway just dropped through Average Joe's. We're going down to Average Joe's the 16th, 17th, and 18th. Me and Cannon and Shamu, we're going for a big cook-up session, and we're working on Cannon's Southern Country 9, that Average Joe's gonna release. So yeah, we're definitely I'm definitely gonna have my hands all over that. Charlie Farley just dropped a new album called The Swart Boys with Cody Davis. I mixed that whole album, so look out for that. And hopefully my album, as soon as I figure out what direction I want to go, because it's ever changing, because I'm bipolar as fuck, and one minute I'm wanting to do some classic hip hop joints, the next minute I'm wanting to do outlaw country. So as soon as I get the perfect sonic, where I want to go sonically, hopefully my album will be out.
All right, man. I vote for that UGK vibe. I vote for that UGK vibe.
Well, that will definitely be the Trillbilly stuff. Hopefully we'll get some new Trillbilly music out very, very soon. So yeah, we're definitely the UGK vibe. I'm leaving that to the Trillbilly stuff. That's where I'm getting my UGK fix in at. So
you definitely don't sound like you're finna slow down no time soon.
No, not at all.
All right, Mr. Frank.
I'm a lifer. I'm a lifer, so they're gonna have to bury me with the NPC.
That's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt. That's a producer's t-shirt. All right, Mr. Franklin, I definitely appreciate you coming on the show, man. You've been very, very insightful, and it's been an honor to talk to you.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Same, man.
All right, man. On behalf of myself, Vic XL, my man Spank, we are the Country Rap Report, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
All right. Thanks, guys.